Previously on the Gumball Shuffle. So what are your plans after high school, Dungarees?
I want to get signed to a record label, be a rock star.
Well, I'm friends with a record producer in LA.
You think you'd give me a shot?
No, it's a tough deal to get into.
Nothing too tough for dungarees.
There you go. We're happy to inform you have been accepted to Yale University.
Yes!
So you think Dungarees is the type of person you would sign for a record deal?
Look, it's a tough field to get into.
That's exactly what I said.
What's that? No, nothing. So this is it, gang?
Hope you two have a successful life.
Guys, you mind? Can we stop and say bye to Mr. Wheat?
You want to say goodbye to Mr. Wheat?
Who are you? What did you do with my dungarees? What, you guys don't want to say goodbye to him?
I guess I do, but what if he's busy?
Only one way to find out.
No.
Hey!
Mr. Wheat!
Hey kids, what are you doing?
You're asking us what we're doing?
Can't you see? I'm working my biceps.
Teddy Bear went on a rampage in Guatemala until his fat became nuclear.
We were just heading out.
Time sure flies. Seniors, huh?
Yeah. Mr. Wheat, I actually have
So
some...
how was graduation? Why? What happened?
Jeff set Mr. Daniels on fire.
Oh, he had it coming.
Why? What did he do?
Well, he was staring at me.
You can't blame him.
Oh, really? Why's that?
You brought a duck with you and started feeding it pudding.
Gosh, darling, the three of you always get yourself in ridiculous situations.
No, we really do.
All the time.
It's kind of a tradition, actually. Mr. Wheat, I actually...
If I was a British kid, I'd kiss your wife.
Mr. Wheat, are you going to miss me?
Can't you guys see I'm trying to talk to him?
So am I. I'm asking if he's gonna miss me.
No, I wouldn't.
Why do you treat everyone like dirt?
Speaking of dirt, want some?
Someone please kill me now.
Wait, seriously?
I don't get you kids. All you guys do is fight. I don't see how three completely different students could ever become friends.
Well, we didn't really start hanging out until we got placed in this class earlier this year.
It was like a match made in heaven.
Oh, is that so? How did it happen, Def?
Well, I unfortunately have no recollection of the event.
I do. First day of senior year. Good old days. I'm in the big leagues now. This was the beginning of the year. Def was different. Oh, hey Dennis. How was your summer?
Oh, quite extravagant. Thank you for asking.
Dennis? Where'd you pull that out of? This kid was never a Dennis.
Wait a minute, let him tell the story.
Say, what do you have for first block? We arrived early to make a good impression for our first day of senior year.
Intro to nuclear physics with Mr. Henson.
What about second period?
Honors Algebra 2 with Miss Shaw.
Jeez, you got all the good ones.
Indeed, that's what my birth father said.
What do you have for third block?
Honors World History with Mr. Wheat.
Same! Want to walk together?
Sure thing.
Hold on. I think I have a nosebleed. Can we go to the laboratory?
I think I'm having an asthma attack.
Look, I'm clearly missing some piece of the puzzle here. When did this Dennis kid turn into death?
That would be my fault.
Your fault?
Well, I was told by Principal Widowicker this was going to be a pretty small class because we didn't have too many honors history students this year.
And after cleansing my nostrils, I was walking back to class, and that's the first time I met Mr. Wheat.
Well, hello, sir. Welcome to Honors World History. I'm Mr. Wheat. It looks like I'll be your teacher for the year.
Hello, Mr. Wheat. My name's Todd. Todd Bungalow Jr.
Todd Bungalow Jr.? I love me some bungalows.
Is that so?
Oh yeah, in fact, I used to be a bungalow salesman. but I quit to pursue my dream of being a dance choreographer.
A dance choreographer.
Well, sure. You know the move the kids call the shuffle?
Yeah.
That was all me.
Really?
Oh yes, I'm quite the hooper. It's also noting that I owned a Gumball company in the mid-70s.
Seriously?
Oh yeah, straight up. I'm quite that magnificent guy. Well, we better get started. Looks like it's gonna be a small class.
Actually, there's supposed to be one more person.
Oh, sir, are you okay? Are you all right? What is your name? Come again? Deaf it is.
Listen, I'm having a blast sharing stories about the beginning of our senior year, but Mr. Wheat, I seriously need to give you something.
And not shortly after that, you arrived here, Dungarees. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
How did you end up in an honors history class? You're clearly not honors material.
You know, you have such a way with words, Todd.
Well, Dungarees, he's not wrong. How did you end up in this class in the first place?
So, I was just passing time in the hallway, and then Widowicker just lost it.
Well, were you misbehaving?
No, that's what I don't get. I was not doing anything wrong at all.
Burgerman, you better find your way back to class.
And this is Sarah. She's the bassist in the group. Oh, and this is Karen Woodward. How could I have forgotten my Karen Woodward? She has the most beautiful voice.
Drink that! What's that? Ooh, ting tang, well, bing bang.
That kid is starting right.
Yeah, well, he's starting to worry me. I hope he's alright.
I don't know. He's pretty messed up. Excuse me, sir. Are you in this class?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You know, sir, I'm not getting good vibes from you. Showing up 20 minutes late for class and all.
Yeah, I'm not exactly getting good vibes from you either with the Bananarama lesson and all.
What's your name, Smarty?
My name. You wanna know my name?
Yep.
Well, it's, Dungarees Burn. Nice to meet you.
Well, I'm Mr. Wheat. Dungarees? Like the overalls?
Wheat? Like the bread?
Jeez, Mr. Wheat, I feel sorry for you. Dealing with dungarees must have been a pain.
Speaking of pain, not shortly after that is when I met you, Gumball.
Hey, Dungarees. I'm Todd Bogmelo Jr.
How's it hanging, Todd?
How's what hanging?
Never mind. So, what do you think of this guy? Don't you think he's a total drag?
I think he's quite fascinating, actually. He used to be a dance choreographer. Did you know he invented the shuffle?
Seriously?
Yeah, what's wrong?
He just doesn't exactly strike me as a dancing kind of guy.
I've been hold downing before you kids were born.
Anyways, you flipped out when I tried to take the gumball off your desk.
No, don't touch that. That's the last gumball produced by my company.
And you carry it around with you?
That's for sentimental reasons. Now give it back.
Sentimental reasons, eh?
I'm not joking around, Dungarees. Now give it back.
Whoa.
Come on, Dungarees. Give it back.
Whoa!
Give it back.
Come on, Mr. Wheat, let's do your dance. Let's do the shuffle. Better yet, the gumball shuffle.
Dungarees, I want it back.
Cool your pets, man. I'll give it back.
Hello, Dungarees, is it? I'm Deaf Weasel.
Weasel? Where'd you get weasel from? According to the registration, it says
You got
Dennis.
something against weasels?
No, it's just that, I still have nightmares about it to this day.
Jeez, you think he's okay?
This guy's always getting hurt. He always turns out all right.
Notice how every time he's hurt, it's because of you, Bergerman?
Me hurt Mr. Wheat? No, that never happens.
It happens quite often, actually.
Name one time, Def.
How about the time he slipped on the board?
That was an accident.
What about the time Dungarees brought a rat to school and attacked Mr. Wheat?
I thought you'd be more friendly.
Or the time he fell out the window?
We got a week off of school from that. You two should be thanking me.
What about the time you threw a chair at him?
Look, he was in the way. I didn't.
What about that time you temporarily blinded?
Look, okay, I get it. Dungarees is the cause of all of life's problems. Is that right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I haven't been the only one to hurt the guy. What about the time when you got the scholarship to that snotty rich kid school in California? You broke Mr. Wheat.
That's different. I didn't physically hurt him.
Oh, come on. You broke the poor man. Worse than I ever could.
It's gonna be great, gang. There's so many extracurricular activities. They have the biggest library on the West Coast. They've gotten on-campus lens crafters. Can you guys even think of a better place to spend the rest of high school?
How about jail, Todd?
What are you guys doing here? School ended 20 minutes ago.
Bungalow's telling us about...
Cook out and plans for a great source of vitamin C.
Lord help me.
So anyways, this other school has so much more to offer than this one. I can't wait to get out of this place.
What is this other school you guys speak of?
Bungalow got a scholarship to some school in LA.
You
Sound it out, Mr. Wheat.
You leaving?
Yeah, Thursday's my last day.
You just can't leave. You can't abandon us.
Well, Mr. Wick, believe me, I don't want to leave you guys, but this is my future we're talking about. I have to take advantage of this opportunity.
Well, what's wrong with this school? It's not good enough for you?
No, this school's great. It's just that...
I can't believe what I'm hearing. If you leave, there's nothing left here.
What about Deaf and Dungarees?
Those two don't count.
Why not?
Death frightens me. And Dungarees, I just don't like the guy.
I heard that.
You were supposed to, you lousy.
Mr. Wick, everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, but you, let me ask you, does this other school have a history teacher like me?
Yeah, I met him during my visit. His name is, Mr. Summers or something like that.
But let me ask you this. Does he treat you well?
Well, I guess so.
Better than I do?
Mr. Wick, I've only met him once. I like you better than him.
Oh, you're just saying that.
No, really,
Does he give you homework passes?
I...
Does he give you homework over the weekend?
Mr. Wheat, I've never actually...
Let me ask you this. If I wasn't around, would you let him tutor you?
Probably.
Oh man, I'm gonna be sick.
Mr. Wheat, I didn't mean it.
I think it'd be best if you left.
Oh, don't be like that.
It's time for you to go.
Fine, I don't need this place anyways.
Well, I don't need you either. Why don't you just go back to your other teacher's room?
Well, why wouldn't I? After all, he's got a bigger room than you do.
I have fallen out of windows. I put a bear in a chokehold. I misplaced my rib cage. But that, Todd, it really hurt, man.
Aww. Good. Get it done. Come on, Def. We're leaving.
Oh, what? They're your kids now?
Oh, what? Like you show them any respect. You said yourself, Def frightens you, and you don't even like dungarees.
Oh, so you like dungarees? All you do is fight with them?
Why don't we let him decide?
Oh, let's!
Dungarees, who would you rather stay with? Me or Mr. Wheat?
Mr. Wheat or Todd? Todd or Mr. Wheat? He gives me homework and dragged him into the deep hole of his social life. This is too much for me to handle.
Well, he stays with me. After all, he's my student.
Then I get deaf.
Oh, horse dookie. He's my student. He stays here with me.
Speaking of horses, does anyone want to help me bury a dead one?
Okay, you get deaf.
Hi!
Sayonara.
That was the worst breakup story I've ever heard.
It wasn't a breakup story. We simply had an argument.
Yeah, but after that, Mr. Wheat was in the worst state I've ever seen him in. Mr. Wheat, you gotta get over this. It's been 2 weeks. Every day I see you, you look worse and worse. Is this your plan? Is your plan to just sit here for the rest of your life and drown in your own tears? Well, that's a terrible plan. Look, I mistaught as much as the next guy, but you've got to get over this. You have to realize that your life's not over. Seriously, look, you got a lot to live for. You're young. Well, wait, that's not true. Moving on. Look, I'm no therapist or anything, but it looks to me like you're depressed, and I, for one, will not stand by as you dig deeper and deeper into the hollow pit of depression. Happy thoughts. Mr. Wheat, let's do some history.
You want to do history?
Scratch that, actually.
Dungarees, please just leave me in peace.
Dude, you gotta get over it.
We all have our own way of grieving.
Yeah, I guess so.
How did you get over it?
It was pretty tough, Mr. Wheat.
Yes!
Listen, Dungarees, being a teacher isn't easy. We work day in and day out to provide education for our students. And no matter what we do, we don't get the respect we deserve. The moment kids walk into the class, they're counting down the minutes until they can walk out of class. But not Todd. He's the only student who treats me like a human being. He's the only one who makes my job have meaning. And without him here, it simply doesn't matter anymore.
Jeez, I remember you telling me he was upset, but I didn't realize he was that upset.
Well, as they say, an apple a day makes 7 apples a week, 28 to 31 apples a month, and 365 apples a year.
You had to beg me and Dev to come back.
And he was quite happy to have us back.
No, he was happy to have me back.
Well, yeah, but me too. Right, Dungarees?
No.
Well, why not?
Because you scared him.
When did I scare him?
When you...
How long was I out, fellas?
Just a couple of minutes.
So the bell is going to ring any minute. Can I please give this to you now?
Hello, whom is it? Well, who is it, Def?
Some record producer guy. He says his name's Brad Weiner.
What is he saying? What are you saying?
I'm trying to listen!
Okay. I see. I'll let him know.
What do you say? Do I have a deal?
He said it's not gonna happen.
There you go. It's done. Gone. Poof.
I'm really sorry, Dungarees.
The one thing I'm good at. The one thing I'm passionate about. The one thing that I want to do with my life. Out the window.
Well, you know, Dungarees, there's other things you can do in life.
Yeah, right. I've never tried in school. I always shut people out because I knew that when I was famous, when I was rich, when I was a rock star, I wouldn't need an education or friends because I'd have my music. And now that I don't have that, what do I have?
Well, you have your record deal.
Well, yeah. What?
He wants to sign you for a record deal.
Wait. Why'd you tell me it wasn't going to happen?
You should know by now not to trust anything I say.
Hello, Mr. Weiner?
Yes, is this Dungarees I'm talking to?
Yes, it is. So, about that record deal?
Yeah, I'm all in on it.
Yes!
Do that again, and the deal is off.
Sorry.
I'm thinking of having you fly over next week. How does that sound?
Yes. That sounds awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Weiner.
Please, Dungarees. Call me Brad.
Yeah, thanks. Brad?
Well, here we are. You guys started off as a few high school students and turned out to be a student of Yale and a rock star and
The first male Victoria's Secret model.
That's it, gang. Mr. Wheat, can I give this to you now?
oh, I'll be up in a minute. Just put it on my desk.
Talking away. Oh, I don't know what I'm to say, I'll say it anyway. Today is another day to find you shying away. I'll be coming for your love, okay, and take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. So needless to say, I'm odds and ends, but that's me, I'm stumbling away. Slowly learning that life is okay, and say after me, it's no better to be safe than sorry, and take on.